What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Washington State Cougars. Facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going.
It's on my pocket, I swear.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon State's offense will get the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
That pass is incomplete. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. Three-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a...
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. The run from the shotgun. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Hilton. He's got his man, makes the grab. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Cougars.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. You watching Netflix on your phone? What are you doing? Here, I just saved the password to your stuff. What are you doing? Oh, you're playing a game? That's crazy.
Long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Working that left side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Washington State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
What do you have to do? Is it like...
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense...
There he goes! Oh, he got loose! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're
looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Jones to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Beavers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight.
So weird.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on?
Put this on my computer.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Iowa State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Ames. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big 12. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Beavers want to pick up the tempo.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hilton. The screen, he can go. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. The screen, and watch out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
Wazzu headed to the line with another 1st down. To the air, it's Hilton. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Washington State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
That's caught. It's Cooks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Excuse me.
Jones wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it.
Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. He's at the tip, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Beaver.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. The snap sets up to throw. It's complete to the left. Got room at the 35. Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
That's caught. It's Westbrook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Firing to the right, complete. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking to pass. It's Hilton. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Beavers will kick it off to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. And here they come almost all the way back.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Hilton. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Goes to the option. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Touchdown, Wazzu! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good position.
There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The Beavers want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Beavers are marching down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trench.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've...
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Jones to throw. Using the quick game, they'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one.
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Bakes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. He'll pitch it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time. How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.